UK is a bit of a mess at the minute. Bit of a culture shock, and we met on a dating site. When we build our own house, we'll get solar panels, and then you got to think about all the healthcare. If you're coming here just to exist, you're going to struggle.
Hi, please tell us your name and where are you from?
Hey, from the UK.
And what brings you down here to the Philippines?
Well, I'm married to a Filipino.
Okay.
And I've got a 1 year old baby, so.
Oh, congratulations.
I've got no choice really.
Well, hopefully it's a good choice that was made for you. Okay.
Yeah.
And when was your first time to the Philippines?
Be about 7 years ago.
Okay.
A couple of years before COVID.
Okay. And what do you like about this country?
Mainly, I mean, I like Southeast Asia. I like Thailand.
Yeah.
But I decided to come to the Philippines originally because everyone speaks English, or most people.
Yeah.
Whereas in Thailand, you've got the old bit of a culture shock, and not many people can speak English, apart from the really young ones or the well-educated ones. So it was better for me to come here.
Yeah, I understand. And how did you meet your wife?
We met on a dating site. The first day that I arrived here.
Okay.
Wasn't really much going on. I didn't really like the Philippines, first impression.
Yeah.
Compared to Thailand, it's probably third world compared to Thailand. And we met on this dating site and we hit it off. We got on and we ended up getting married. So.
Wow. So what's that been like, being married to a Filipina? A lot of guys want to know, is there like a big difference between Western women or?
Not really, because she speaks good English. And she comes from a, pretty well-off family. She's not like piss poor Filipino. It's been pretty cool, probably similar to marrying a European lady, really.
Okay, so there's no expectations for you to support like the whole family and
nothing at all. No.
Okay, good.
A family are pretty self-sufficient, so I think normally that is a problem.
Yeah,
you're gonna be paying for everything for everyone, but we don't get that. So
nothing. Has there been like a big change for you since 7 years ago until now? Have you noticed around here, or it's pretty much the same?
No, not really. I think it's pretty much the same.
Nothing too crazy, I guess.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that the big difference between Thailand and the Philippines, many of us consider it either or. So what are some of those differences between there and here?
Little things like the electric. We have brownouts here, blackouts, brownouts, whatever you want to call it. And they're pretty off. I live in Bohol.
Okay.
I'm in Cebu today because I'm meeting up with some old friends. We're going for a Christmas drink, basically.
Nice.
But yeah, the electric, it's a pain in the backside. It's constantly going off.
Like the brownouts, right? The blackouts.
Brownouts, yeah.
Okay.
Next year we're going to build a house and we'll get solar panels.
Okay. Have you considered getting like a generator, or is that like another option? How does that work?
It's just not really worth it because we rent a house and it's just too much stuff. Like I said, when we build our own house, we'll get solar panels, so maybe get a generator as well. But that's one of the biggest things.
I see.
The infrastructure.
Yeah.
You've been to Thailand, you know what it's like.
Of course, yeah.
It's just not half as good. Like the roads are terrible. If you're a pedestrian, you want to walk anywhere, you're just
good luck. Right?
You're bottom of the last in the queue. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just seen a guy go past in a wheelchair a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
He looked like he was Westerner. God knows how he gets around. Even Cebu.
Yeah.
In a wheelchair, difficult.
It is. It's not very accessible. And do you think you'll stay here long term? Do you plan on retiring here? Would you go back to the UK? Do you have any idea yet?
Yeah, well, I've already retired, so. Yeah, my plan is to stay here. UK is a bit of a mess at the minute.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a lawless place. Politics ain't great.
I think a lot of us Westerners feel the same way in Canada, the US. So
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be safer to bring my child up here. Obviously, it's going to cost money for an education because I'm going to have to pay for that. And then you got to think about all the healthcare problems that you got. If you get a health problem, you're paying basically.
I was going to ask about that. Have you had a visit to the hospitals? Do you know anything about the healthcare system at all, or
not really? There is a system called Phil Health. I mean, luckily, I try and sort of keep myself fairly fit and healthy.
You seem pretty fit.
Hopefully there'll be nothing, but if there ever is anything, then that's when I'm going to find out. I mean, obviously we had the childbirth here, which we had to pay for, which in the UK would be free.
Okay.
I know it's not in the US, but in the UK that would all be free. And I wasn't too impressed, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, be honest, because this is what it's all about. Like, I want to know real experiences. What was the whole process like? Because I could only imagine. I don't even know what happened if I had to bring a.
I mean, the staff were great, and the pregnancy was fine, and the birth was okay.
Mm-hmm.
If there'd been a problem, I wouldn't be so sure.
Mm.
I had to make sure I had a couple of doctors on call for when the baby was being born.
Yeah.
And they came to the hospital because it was in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Just turned up at a hospital in the middle of the night and there was a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would have a serious problem.
Oh, wow. Okay. Any advice for any people trying to come here, retire, or meet their wives? What advice would you give them?
Oh, I would say do your maths, do your homework, and have a look around, find somewhere that you want to live first of all, because there's lots of islands in the Philippines.
Yeah.
7,000.
A lot, right?
To be exact. Yeah. Look at your finances. Make sure you've got enough money for the lifestyle that you want. I would say if you're an American, maybe a couple of $1,000s a month.
Okay.
Maybe 1,500, 2,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum if you want to have a good time here.
Yeah.
If you're coming here just to exist, you're going to struggle on little money. A lot of people do.
Yeah.
But things like electricity is a lot more expensive than other parts of Southeast Asia. So just keeping yourself cool can cost you quite a lot of money.
Okay. And that's a good point you made about cost of living. What would you say is your average monthly cost of living for your lifestyle?
Well, we've got obviously myself and my girlfriend and my wife now. We've got our son and we've got our daughter, previous relationship. And we get by pretty comfortably. I would say we probably spend around about £1,500 a month.
Okay.
That's UK pounds.
Nice.
That's comfortable, and that's probably spoiling my son.
Yeah.
We've got a car. We've got a car and a motorcycle.
Okay.
We've got decent accommodation.
Yeah.
And we like to eat, decent food.
Okay.
Every now and again.
Nice.
So you could get by a lot less.
Yeah. Speaking of driving, how's that been here? I know sometimes it's complicated driving around here.
Driving's a nightmare.
It's so
for an example, I went to convert my UK license into a Filipino license.
Yeah.
And they make it impossible for you to do it. You've got to have a 6-month visa for a start off.
Okay.
I cannot get a 6-month visa. Nobody will give me a 6-month visa.
Oh, I didn't know you had to have that.
You've got to have that. That's a new law that came in last year.
Mm.
So literally, the point when I went to change my license, just my luck, the law changed about a week before. So it might be different on other islands, but definitely in Bohol, you got no chance.
So that means you have to have either like a marriage kind of visa or business visa or some other kind of... You've got to
have some sort of like a permanent residence visa.
Yeah.
Or you can do like I do and just do renew your visa every 2 months.
Mm.
But by law in the Philippines, you should be able to get a 6-month visa. But definitely in Bohol, they won't give you one.
Yeah.
So that makes it impossible to get the proper driving license. So technically, I'm probably driving illegally.
Yeah, no, I understand because even I rented a scooter or whatever, but they just look at my driver's license. But I think the first 30 days is okay, right? Anything past that?
Yeah, the first 3 months. The first 3 months you're okay.
Okay, so that's probably why they never said anything.
No, normally, I've been stopped a couple of times and they'll do the same. They'll just look at my driving license and let me go and wave me on. But if they ever started looking into me, I could have an issue.
Okay, got you. How are expats in Bohol or the Philippines? You have make any friends out here, or?
Yeah, I've got lots of friends. That's why I'm in Cebu today. I'm going to meet up with some friends like Christmas.
Okay.
Which I do it a couple of times a year.
Mm-hmm.
I've made some good friends in Bohol.
Nice.
And generally, I think people are pretty friendly. People are pretty nice. We're all in the same boat. We're all in the foreign land.
Everybody's here for a reason, right? So why try to not make friends, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate it.
No problem. You're welcome.
And that was Pete from the UK. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think of this experience in the Philippines. I'm actually here at the airport right now, going to catch my next flight. So stay tuned to figure out which country I'm going to and hopefully do some more interviews to let you guys know what other expats think of different Asian countries. I'm actually a little bit excited because I've never been to this place before. It's going to be my first time. It's getting really dark. So I'm curious to find out what this culture is all about, to figure out what the food is like. So you guys know, I like to visit different countries in Southeast Asia. It's gonna be my first one. So I'm here at the Bangkok airport. Actually, I've done one. I like saying that one. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So yeah, stay tuned. Turn on bell notifications. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video, probably within 2 or 3 days. See you guys. Bye. Saudi Cup. Oh. I gotta get me one of these maids.